Hello, in this video, I'll show you how to do skin retouching in just 10 minutes when it comes to Photoshop. And you can see it's the image before and before, after. So by the end of this tutorial, you can learn how to do this kind of skin retouching when it comes to Photoshop. So I'll simply come and I delete the retouched image. So in order to retouch this very image, we are simply going to be using frequency separation to retouch this very image. So just come the background layer, then press Ctrl J twice, or you can simply drag this background layer to the new layer icon to create two layers. And after this, rename the middle layer to color, then double click on the name of the topmost layer and name that to texture. And after renaming these two layers, come to the color layer, select it, and briefly turn off the texture layer. Come to filter, come to blur, come to Gaussian blur, take the radius all the way down to 0.1 and click on an area on the skin that you feel has more skin textures or skin details. So I feel about this area. Then click on the radius slider and drag this radius slider and stop at the point whereby the details or the textures are just starting to disappear from your photo or from the image. So at about 8, that is when the textures in the skin are just starting to disappear, but I can as well still see the other facial structures of the subject. I'll click OK, select the texture layer, turn it on, come to image, apply image. Source is the name of the photo that we're editing. Under layer, select the color layer. Under blending, select subtract because we are editing an 8-bit image, 8-bit. Make sure opacity is 100%. The scale is 2, offset 128, and make sure you don't turn on the invert option. And as soon as you do that, you'll see the textures are going to be appearing on this gray-like kind of layer. Just come and click OK. Change the blend mode from normal and change it to linear light. Then select both layers by holding down Ctrl, or you can hold down Command. Then drag and put this in a group. So after this, you can rename the group to frequency separation. So after creating the frequency separation layers, we're just going to come and click on the drop down arrow and select the color layer. And after selecting the color layer, we are going to come to the lasso tool and make sure new selection mode is activated or selected. Feathering is 20 pixels because we want the edges of the selection to be smooth. Make sure anti-alias is checked, and we're going to start making a selection on the model's skin. So how do we make a selection? Simply click and you move and you draw around the image or the skin area. Keep away from the eyebrows or even the hair, just like this, and even the edges of the image. So once you have selected the area of the skin that you want to work on, we are going to come to filter, blur, and come to Gaussian blur. It is going to bring back the initial radius that we used initially for our frequency separation. Just come and click on the radius slider and just move this forward and stop at the point whereby you're getting skin texture that looks natural and good to you. So at about 30, that is when I'm getting skin texture that looks good to me. I'll just come and click OK. I'll just, to deselect the active selection, click out from that selection. So I'll do the same for all the areas that have or contain skin. So I'm just going to come, filter, blur, come back to Gaussian blur. I'll click OK. Then I'll come to another area and make a new selection. So oftentimes you have to avoid the highlight areas. Filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur, click OK. Then come to all areas that have skin and keep on doing the same process. So in case the effect is too much in a given area, simply right click on the active selection and come to fade Gaussian blur, and you can reduce on the opacity of the effect in that given area. So I'll leave mine to the maximum, which is 100%. So I'll just come and make another selection. As you're seeing, I'm not selecting on the edges of the image because sometimes it can move color from the background and paint it back on the skin, which we don't want to happen. So I'll just make it on the nose area. So when it comes to the nose area, don't apply it on the whole nose, just apply it on specific dark areas of the nose. because when you apply it on the whole nose, it's going to make it look big and look flat at the end of the process. Just come to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur, click OK, just like this. And you can see by just doing this, you're going to be able to get a beautifully edited or retouched image. So I'll just come just between the eyebrows and apply, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, click OK, just like this. So ensure that you have worked or apply the effect in majority of the areas that have skin. So I'll just do this. So after this, I can even apply it in the neck area, blur, Gaussian blur like this. So after applying it on the areas that have skin, the next step is going to be fine tuning the areas whereby we have uneven skin transitions. So in order to do this, just make sure you briefly turn off the texture layer. And the reason for turning it off is because we want to visibly see the uneven skin tone transitions so that we can blend them better. So just come to the brushes, get the mixer brush tool, and for the settings, make sure the hardness set to 0, soft round brush is selected, and make sure clean brush is selected. And this second option, that is clean brush after each stroke, is also selected. We are going to be using a weight of 9%, load 75%, mix at 90%, flat 100%, and make sure sample all layers is not turned on or is not checked. So for this, you're just going to get the brush and increase on the size by using the bracket keys on the keyboard, and we try to blend every area that has skin color inconsistencies, and we try to blend it with the surrounding areas. So I'm just going to quickly blend every single area I feel has uneven. So click and hold down and you blend those colors that you feel like have this kind of bumpiness added to them. So I'm just going to paint like this, and you have to follow the way a given area is shaped. So you can see this is moving in this direction, and I have to move my brush and follow that a given direction. So I'll come to the nose area and get a small brush and blend the tiny areas that I may not have been able to work on using the lasso tool method or technique. You can as well leave this turned on and you blend with the texture layer turned on, but make sure sample all layers is not turned or is not checked. So I'm just going to blend like this, and you can see right now the skin is looking nice and everything looks beautiful and uniform. So after this, you can see before and after. It is time to remove the skin textures regarding pimples and any kind of unwanted skin details. So just come to the texture layer and select it. Then you're going to come and get the clone stamp tool. The shortcut for the clone stamp tool is S on the keyboard. Make sure for the settings, hardness is set to 0. The mode is normal, opacity at 100%, flat 100%. Make sure aligned is checked and the sample is set to current layer, because we want to remove the pimples that are part of the currently selected layer in this case. We are going to zoom in by using Command plus on the keyboard, or you can use Control plus on the keyboard, and make sure that the size of the clone stamp tool is slightly bigger than the pimple that we want to remove. So we basically want to copy clean skin on the image and paste it over the pimple to cover it. So to copy clean skin rather, hold down the Option key on the keyboard, Option for Mac, alternate for Windows, Option, and click on a clean area near the pimple, and release the Option key on the keyboard and click once again over the pimple to cover it with clean skin. So you're basically copying and pasting clean skin. So you have to keep one finger on the alternate button or on the Option key on the keyboard. So I'll do this for the rest of the pimples and the blemishes of the model's skin. So make sure that you take your time as you're trying to clear up or remove these pimples and blemishes from the model's skin. So I'm just going to come to the forehead area and I try to clear up or remove all these skin imperfections regarding pimples, blemishes. Remember, we are trying to perfect the textures in this very step. So I hope you can see. You have to keep on sampling from different areas near the pimple that you want to remove by pressing the Option key on the keyboard or press the alternate key on the keyboard to copy and stamp clean skin over the pimple or over the blemish that you want to eliminate or remove. So this is what we have been able to achieve. I'll just zoom out, Command minus. You can see what we have been able to achieve in this simple video or short tutorial. You can say before, after, before, after, before and after. We have been able to do the skin retouching in just 10 minutes, and we have blended the skin colors and also perfected the skin textures, and this makes a retouched image. This is it for this video. If you have enjoyed this, simply give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe if you have been watching and you are not a subscriber to this channel. Ronnix from ronnixphotography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and as well keep creating.